Here's one possible reason why you're not getting anywhere with women. So growing up, I think back to all these experiences of rejection. The first one being, like maybe fifth grade or so, where this girl came to our school and I really, really liked her, but she ended up liking my best friend instead. And I internalized that rejection. And then later on in eighth grade, I ended up getting a girlfriend who was a grade younger than me. And then we were supposed to hang out at some like school fair thing or whatever. And I remember I had my sunglasses on and I went to go see her, but all I did was like say hello and then walk off the other direction because I couldn't even hold the tension of hanging out with this attractive girl, when you're a kid, and actually like play the role of being the guy that she could actually like. And then I tried to get her back. I wrote her a bunch of notes, and of course that didn't go anywhere, and she never liked me again. To make matters worse, later on that year, I told my best friend that I liked this one girl, and then I went off to my family vacation or whatever, and I came back to school like a week later or something like that. And after having been gone a week, my best friend goes and tells this girl that I just wanted to get in her pants, which is, I think, something I actually did say to him. But it wasn't the only reason I liked her. And at the end of the day, she came up to me and slapped me in the face when she saw me come back to school. And of course, this was another instance of being rejected by girls. Now in high school, I had several bouts of, asking friends to ask other girls, if they'd be into me, and they all said no. And then I remember in high school for homecoming, I took this girl to the dance, and we took a limo back to somebody's house. And when we got back to the house, some other group of guys showed up, and she ended up catching eyes for one of these other guys. And then to make matters worse, my very first true high school girlfriend that I actually got to spend time with a lot and whatnot, ended up cheating on me when she went back to her dad's house because her parents were divorced. Now think about it. As a kid, as a young man, you know nothing about charisma. You have limited confidence, especially if you're not in sports or doing other activities. If your parents weren't socializing you and you didn't have any of these skills that play into attraction, it's very, very premature to write a story in your head about who you are in relation to the opposite sex. But I internalized all these experiences, and I created an identity of being not enough for women in general. Now, fast forward to my mid-30s, after I studied attraction, after I had time to build myself up, after I'd been going out multiple times a week, I was hanging out and hooking up with some of the hottest women in Atlanta. And so one reason why you might not be getting anywhere with women is that you're operating off an old blueprint, an old identity that doesn't serve you. You judge yourself before you ever had time to build up the skills with women, to build up your charisma, your confidence, or your character. So if you want help becoming that guy that wins with women, watch the pinned video up at the top of my profile.